Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we have a vintage Park Industries advertising lighter for Hawthorne Roofing, Heating, Air Conditioning Company. We have done a video for this lighter before and needed to make some adjustments to the pipe insert that is installed in it. So we are doing this video again with the insert now functioning a little bit better, a little bit more comfortably for me at least, and understanding maybe why it was singeing the wick a little bit. I think it is intended to have that wick manicured or trimmed a little bit lower in the pipe cutout of the insert. This lighter shows wear, scuffs, some finish loss, loss of the anodizing color, still in very nice condition though, with those blemishes noted. I believe the advertising is all intact. No bleeding or mixing of the colors. There may be some scratches, scuffs, loss of the finish there on the edges, as you can see. I think that's fairly typical of a lighter that has been used. You can see would still display very nicely. I don't believe that this company is still in business. There was a company by a similar name show up on Angie's list, but it was in Ohio. And a company of the exact name showed up in Google from a lawsuit or court case in 1965 in Florida. I think that that is more likely the company that this lighter was advertising. So we've got the two-tone HVAC industry advertising, a 5-barrel hinge that is riveted to the case and the lid. That top rivet, the finish is a little bit lighter in color than the bottom. The ability to anodize aluminum really gave some variety to the colors that these lighters were available in. You did not see this from Zippo at that same time. At that same time, Zippo may have had a few models that were covered in paint, but no actual process to wrap or anodize the base metal as you had with the aluminum, because Zippos, of course, are made of brass. This lighter has a pipe lighter installed in it. It is not original to the lighter, but you have seen it plenty at this point. It has an IMCO wick in it. We re-wicked this first with a copper braided Zippo type wick and ended up settling on the IMCO wick. You can see where it is trimmed there toward the lower part. The highest point it's going to reach is about halfway up in that cutout. And the pipe insert, does not have a top on it like the Zippo pipe inserts do. So I plan to list this lighter soon. I had planned to list it way back when I did that original video, but when I would light it, the flame was splitting. Sort of made me uncomfortable, made me wonder why it was doing that. And that prompted a series of videos with this pipe insert and 2 Zippo pipe inserts, where we experimented just to see what the best height to trim one was. I like this insert because you can use the flame from the top as well as from the pipe lighting position. You can see how it sort of is a cleft flame as it exhibits there out of the top of the insert, but does just fine on its side where you could suck it down into a pipe. It has the original felt pad, but the wadding has been replaced with organic cotton. The wick has been replaced with a modern IMCO wire lead wick. It's an aluminum constructed insert. Obviously the spring and file wheel are made of different materials, but the main base metal for the insert is aluminum, which does show scuffs, scratches, grime, buildup, carbon as well. It is marked Precision Made by Park Industries, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, USA. And you can see that the original felt pad, with its cleaner side still inward, and the very white, clean organic cotton that replaced the old wadding. But the felt pad is a little bit dusty, a little bit of flint dust or other buildup has stained that over time. The original insert for this lighter was destroyed trying to retrieve a broken flint spring screw out of it, which made it necessary for us to find a replacement. And I had been wanting to use this pipe insert in a park case for a good while since I'd found it. I found it in a, I believe it was a black and gold colored anodized case that had some sort of hockey cartoon on it. Maybe it was an advertising lighter, or maybe it was for a certain team, I can't remember. But that's where the insert came from. But that case, the hinge was destroyed. It wasn't any good. So I've just been holding this back, waiting for a lighter to use it in. And this insert from the Murfreesboro era would coincide with this case. So I believe it's appropriate, but I will note that that is not the original insert for this lighter. But I believe one that will make it very useful to a pipe smoker who's looking to buy one. Until next time.